Okay, for this video I wanted to go over the IRS Notice CP09 and what the notice is and under what circumstances you might receive this. So I've got one slide in front of us here with some information and then a sample from the IRS website of a CP09 notice. Now it's from 2018, but the information is still relevant. So what is the notice? The notice is related to the earned income tax credit. So many U.S. taxpayers are eligible for this credit each year. Normally, it's the lower income taxpayers and those that have qualifying children. It's possible to get the credit if you don't have any kids and your income is low enough, but generally, most of the time, the individuals that are qualifying for this are those that have low income and they have one or more qualifying children. Now, in order to claim this credit every year, you need to file your Form 1040. So you file the Form 1040, you complete all the relevant worksheets, it computes the credit for you, and you claim it on your on page 2 your 1040 tax return. Okay. Now, I'm not going to cover the credit calculation in much detail here. I have another video on that. I'll put a link below, so go check out that video. But this notice is in response to you failing to do that when the IRS thinks that you were eligible. Okay, so what's an example of where this could happen? Well, we have John here. He's a single parent and he has one son, and John works full-time, earning $32,000 per year. So that's his W-2 salary. Now, John can't afford to purchase tax return prep software. He can't afford to hire a tax preparer. So he's going to do all of this on his own just by downloading the paper forms. So he downloads the forms from the IRS website, hand fills them out, prints them, signs them, and mails them to the IRS. Now, what he did wrong was, because he's paper filing these forms, he's not using software, he did not know that he was eligible for this EITC, so obviously none of that was calculated, none of that was reflected on the return. So he paper files the return. The IRS can see that, okay, well, he has earned income, it's below the thresholds, and he has a child, so he should have been able to get this. But because he paper filed the return, he just wasn't aware of it. So the IRS sends John a CP09 notice, which highlights that he was likely eligible for this but failed to claim the credit. So John can complete the worksheets and send it back to the IRS, and they might issue him an additional refund. So if we look at the notice itself, it's pretty straightforward, right? I mean, if you get this, it should be clear what it's attributed to and what you have to do. But if we just go over some of the key elements here. So on the left-hand side here, they tell you why you're getting this. Right, our records indicate that you might have been eligible for the EIC, but you didn't claim it on your tax form. Now, depending on your earnings and eligibility, the benefit can be up to X dollar amount, right? So the amount is capped, right? So it can't go over a certain amount, and the amount is calculated very precisely based on your earned income and whether or not you have children. So what you need to do, complete the worksheets that they've included with the notice. If you're eligible for the credit based on the worksheets, calculates the amount, send that back to the IRS, and then they should issue you a refund check. Now, what if you don't get this notice? Okay, so if you don't get this notice and you're seeing this video and you realize, oh wow, I was eligible for the EIC, you can file an amended tax return, right? So generally, anytime a return is filed, the original, and there's something missing that's either to your benefit or your detriment, right? Remember, if you make a mistake on a return and you owe the IRS money, you need to amend your return, right? But in this case, the amendment would be absolutely in your favor, right? There's more money that you should be due. So if you don't get the notice, but you didn't claim the EIC and you know you're eligible for it, you can file an amended 1040X to calculate the credit, make sure you're including all the relevant worksheets, send that over to the IRS, and then they should send you a refund amount for whatever it is that you were due. Okay, so that covers it for this CP09 notice. Hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, leave me a comment below, and I look forward to seeing you again on the next video. Thank you.